I've always played a wide variety of games, from things like walking sims to third-person shooters, first-person shooters, hack and slashes, RPGs. I've always liked to get a good taste of different genres, and it's always made my gaming experience be the best. However, over the past year and a half, I've definitely dipped my toe into the field of more difficult games like From Software, and I definitely have enjoyed playing difficult games because of that. And I think as someone who is involved in the trophy hunting community, there's definitely a lot of achievement, a lot of people who are really focused on playing difficult games, and they think that they are the best games to play. And you and I definitely think there's some truth to that as well. But in this video I want to kind of defend those easier games. Like, I'm not talking about those games that you just kind of turn on to get an easy platinum trophy. I'm just talking about games that are maybe more story driven, games that are more focused on the experience of the game, not necessarily the difficulty of the game. And I want to give you a couple of reasons why I think playing those type of games, those easier games, are really, really awesome. Now, the first most obvious reason for playing an easier game is that they are really fun. You get a lot of enjoyment from playing a game where you don't have to really worry about the mechanics too much. You don't have to worry about getting good. You don't have to worry about developing skills. You're there just to consume that experience that they want you to experience in a certain way. But it's really enjoyable when you know you can just kind of turn it on and just focus on this game. Which brings you on to the second point, which is kind of intertwined, which is you can kind of switch yourself off, and it's really relaxing, and you kind of can just you can take a step back from the busy world of our real lives and just enjoy yourself and become immersed in a game. And as someone who has quite a busy lifestyle, YouTube, real job stuff, and life, you kind of don't always want to spend 4 hours of your evening getting slaughtered by the same boss again and again and again. You don't want to spend time collecting guides, you don't want to spend time learning certain parts of a game, or just trying to master something. So you just want to turn on a game and just get lost in the game, lost in the world, and just have an experience, and then be able to just embrace yourself in that and not worry about the gameplay too much. Now, the third one is actually, if you play easier games, you actually get to play more games because you tend to finish them faster. These games, the games that are like 8 to 15 hours, you understand that when you play these games, that when you finish them, you're ready to move on to the next one. You don't have to spend 60 hours mastering certain parts of games to then move on to another game which is just as long. Like, think of things like Soulsborne, Elden Ring's a 70, 80, 100 hour platinum, whereas something like Control is a 20-hour platinum. Things like Marvel's Spider-Man is only 30 hours. You can play these games, have a great time, but then also you can experience more games. In the same amount of time it would take you to, say, Platinum Devil May Cry 5, you could have done Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Guardians of the Galaxy, Control, a few Walking Dead games. So you get experience so much more games because you're playing those easier games. Now, the fourth reason is actually they are more accessible. There's a lower barrier to entry for these games. You don't have to worry about them being too difficult for you. Because I know, for example, I'm not particularly good at first-person shooters. I haven't played them in years. I played them like 10 years ago religiously, but now I'm just not very good. And I know that if I was to jump into, say, a Call of Duty game like Call of Duty Cold War, I know it's a really difficult platinum trophy. I'd probably struggle so much with a veteran anyway. For example, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare reboot is only like a 3 or 4 out of 10, so I know I could jump into that game and have more of a casual experience, still get an experience of Call of Duty game, but then I can kind of decide if I want to continue playing this genre of game because the barrier for that game is low, but it kind of tests your skill in that level, in that genre of game. You can kind of make a decision if you want to progress further from that. That's why a lot of people have recommended Bloodborne as the first Soulsborne game, because until Elden Ring, which may be easier, may not be, it was the easiest, more beginner-friendly Soulsborne game out there, and you can kind of decide after playing that game if you then want to progress on the more difficult games. Bloodborne is not a great example of an easier game, but in terms of lower barrier entries for certain series, it is a pretty good example. So you can get a test of these games, you can play new genres, you can kind of think, okay, I might want to try this more complicated game, but I'll try an easier version of it first, see if I like it, dip your toe in it like I've already said, and then you can prepare yourself for more difficult games. It's kind of like they can act as warm-ups for more difficult games. Now, the fifth reason, which I think is quite specific to trophy hunters, because we like to trophy hunt, we like to collect the platinum trophies, get the collectibles, is you don't need to do any research for a lot of these games. You can kind of just turn them on and play. And someone who looks at a lot of trophy guides before I play a game, there's something great about knowing that you can turn a game on and just play it for 15 hours. And when those 15 hours are up, you're done with the game, you maybe got the platinum trophy already, and you can move on to the next one, because it is so frustrating when you have to use a collectibles guide or some guide to beat a certain boss or something like that. And although it provides you a sense of achievement during these harder games, it definitely is. It provides you a different sense of happiness when you know you can just turn on that game and just not worry about anything, and you will just have a great time doing it. And there you have it, guys. There was 5 reasons I think everyone should still play those easy games, even though we all like a challenge from time to time. And I'm definitely going to do a video on why I think hard games, challenging games, are so fun and so rewarding for gamers as well. But I just want to jump to the defense of easy games, because I think a lot of people, It's probably mainly my own fault because I keep running Discord difficulty challenges in the Discord, so people keep wanting to play more and more difficult games. But for those out there who think maybe difficult games aren't for you, you just want to have a great experience with your gaming and just enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it, I'm letting you know PlatinumBro thinks that's also a very good idea. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you'd like to support me, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Take it easy.